One of the teachers of the law came and heard them debating. Noticing that Jesus had given them a good answer, he asked him, "Of all the commandments, which is the most important?" "The most important one," answered Jesus, "is this. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind, and with all your strength. The second is this. Love your neighbor as yourself. There is no commandment greater than this." "Well said, teacher," the man replied. "You were right in saying that God is one and there is no other but Him. To love Him with all your heart, with all your understanding, and with all your strength, and to love your neighbor as yourself is more important than all burnt offerings and sacrifices." When Jesus saw that he had answered wisely, he said to him, "You're not far from the kingdom of God." And from then on, no one dared ask him any more questions. We can get so caught up in so many rules and regulations, and God knows what, that we lose sight of what really matters. We have learned that God is love, and love is the ultimate measure of every human being. Jesus made it clear today that love is not just a commandment amongst so many others. Love is the first. Love is the ultimate. Love is the greatest. Jesus' answer is not something unfamiliar for the Jewish people. In fact, Jesus was referring to the Shema Israel, the prayer that all faithful Jews would recite twice daily. "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is Lord alone." Shema is the quintessential Jewish declaration of faith in God. When Shema is recited, the Jewish people would cover their eyes with their hand and they pronounce the word addressed to God with Adonai. The first pivotal word of Shema in the original Hebrew can be transliterated into Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. The word Shema itself means to hear, to heed, and to accept. Israel is the name given to Jacob, meaning wrestle with God, or the rebellious or stubborn one. Rightly so. It was given after Jacob and God wrestled for a whole day, and God was not able to overcome Jacob. So God had to touch Jacob's hip and made him limp, unfortunately for the rest of his life. Friends, we too are like Israel, stubborn at times and often wrestles with God. I personally recognized this in myself at the age of 16 when I rebelled against my parents and ran away from home for 30 days. This, I believe, was a projection of my rebellion against God. Although I know that I ought to love God and others above all else, my rebellious self often betrays my understanding, and my ego readily places myself above God and others. Friends, we're called to listen, to heed, and to accept God's commandment to love. Only by listening attentively could we fulfill this greatest commandment. Only by reminding ourselves every so often, perhaps twice daily, could we begin to love God with all our hearts, all our understanding, all our soul, and all our strength, and to love others as we love ourselves.